go from beautiful Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota. Five schools, excuse me. 2 teams, 1 goal to claim victory tonight on the ice here at Oakdale. It's the Northern Tier Stars against the North Tartan TNT. We pause here on Suburban Community Channel CV19 for the playing of our national anthem. Welcome inside beautiful Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota, as we're set for a 5-school, 2-team matchup as Northern Tier Stars take on the North Tartan TNT. Alex Wester with you here from high atop the beautiful place here that is Tartan Arena, as these 2 teams that don't play each other frequently get an opportunity to go head-to-head here in Oakdale, Minnesota. Take a look at these 2 teams, and again, for North Tartan and Northern Tier, a combination of 5 schools between them. North Tartan, of course, representing North St. Paul and Tartan High School. Northern Tier representing Cambridge Isanti, St. Francis, and North Branch, a combination of those 3 schools. They'll go head-to-head here tonight at beautiful Tartan Arena. They're lone comparable so far this season. Each of these teams has an opportunity to play Anoka, and the Tornadoes out of the Northwest Suburban Conference, with North Tartan falling 3-2. But on the other side, the North Tartan TNT, their opposition tonight, Northern Tier, they were able to defeat the Anoka Tornadoes by a score of 3-2. So lots to look forward to here tonight. North Tartan, their story so far, they've scored plenty of goals, but they've allowed far too many, 4 goals per game so far this season. Comparable between each of these 2 teams, they've returned a lot this season here in 23-24 compared to what they had in 22-23. A combined 2 players gone from this year's TNT team from a season ago, and you saw for Northern Tier they continued to return 7 of their top leading scorers from a season ago. Jaden Kozak, the senior forward, so far 4 games played this season, 9 total points for Northern Tier. That'd be 4 points shy of tying what would have been the team's best a season ago for Northern Tier, as the Stars look to continue to build success in the extreme excerpts of the beautiful Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul. 37 games across Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and beyond. Glad you've chosen this one for your viewing pleasure here at Oakdale, Minnesota's Tartan Arena, as the North Tartan TNT go head-to-head against the Northern Stars of the Northern Tier. North Tartan looks to carry it back out. It'll be a 2-on-1 quickly here through neutral ice into the attacking zone. Working with space, centering pass through, save made. And an early whistle here as a goalkeeper, Mackenzie Baumgart, a senior for the Northern Tier Stars, will hold on for a face-off with 30 seconds elapsed here in period number 1. Good look on the 2-on-1 early for North Tartan and the TNT, but not much more to do than that. It'll be a face-off to the right with 30 seconds elapsed. Puck put down. Emily Knobloch try to send it back through space, as the North Tartan will have to play defense here against Northern Tier. Through space now, Brooklyn Carlston. Turn the puck over, she'll send it back down. Lost in through space as Carlston works her way on it. Goes to the far side corner, is picked up by Emily Knobloch there. Knobloch, the leading scorer for the North Tartan TNT so far this season. She's got 4 goals. Next closest, there's 3 players with 2, Greta Colshaw, Klein, Elena Hedberg, and Ellie Volkers for the North Tartan TNT, each with 2 goals through 4 games so far this season. Back through space. Pass to the left side. Volkers through neutral ice into the attacking zone. Volkers will try the left side. Tries the centering pass out in front. She's taken away from the end boards this time on a beautiful play by Olivia Nielsen. Played in all 4 games so far this season for the Stars of Northern Tier, as they will continue to work back on the defensive side. North Tartan, the TNT, will maintain possession. Turnover back into the near side half wall. Flung out and down by Taylor Kozak. 2 on this season for the Stars of Northern Tier. Back in space, Sally Volkers. 8 points on the season to lead all North Tartan TNT players in terms of points scored on the season. The backhanded attempt is through. Just go down the length of the ice back into the Tartan North defensive zone. And icing will be called. 15:02 left to go in period number 1. Shots on goal favor the TNT by a score of 1-0. Well, we've said hello to 1 goaltender so far tonight, as Mackenzie Baumgart is in the net. Nicole James is in the net on the other side for North Tartan, the TNT, the senior goaltender. 1 and 2 goals against average, just under 4. The only goaltender on the roster of the North Tartan TNT, as they continue to build a great program here in the East Metro. The East Metro Stars, their Bantam and below affiliate, continue to build success in terms of the championships. 2 pennants since they've come around as a team since the 2019-20 academic year. Looking for more success there. James makes the first save on the shot, as the puck will come back out through space. It'll be run around to the far side. Northern Tier back in space. Molly Larson. This time the puck will go down the length of the ice. Icing will be called as Baumgart will play it behind her net with 14:31 left to go. Baumgart has not made a start for North Tartan. Have to go back 10 days ago. It's the last time she made a start against Buffalo in a 2-1 loss at the Bisons of Buffalo. Made 28 saves on 30 shots, just 2 goals allowed. A really promising start for the young woman out of the North Metro and the Northern Tier Stars. A backhanded pass, trying to clear it back out through space. Natalie Cheney trying to clear the zone. Was unable to do so as it comes off the end boards here. Elena Hedberg. Hedberg out of the corner, looking for the outlet pass. Instead, taken away back over Chloe King. 3-3-6 on the season for the Stars of Northern Tier. Back to the far side, long stretch pass through in space. The Stars are offside. They'll have to reset back to neutral ice. Cheney will reset to her defensive zone to get to it. 13:49 left to go in the opening period. Shots all even at 1 apiece, but we're still scoreless here at Oakdale's Tartan Arena. Ellie Volkers, as the TNT have numbers into the attacking zone on the left side. Volkers trying to centering pass, hits off the back of the net. It's picked up by the TNT there. Pass back through space, leaks all the way back through center. It's a race to the puck in the TNT defensive zone. This battle could be won by Haley Knobloch. She's got 2 assists on the season, only scoring so far. Bodies will collide in front of the North Tartan net. Back with space, TNT captain Lily Wold in the attacking zone. Tries the right side. Wold a shot, loose puck to the left side on a second chance effort. It's taken away back by the Stars of the Northern Tier. Jaden Kozak, 4-5-9 on the season. Kozak tries to work her way in, cannot get the shot on James. This puck taken back over by the Stars. Spinning shot through on the left. On the rebound, Northern Tier continues to hold possession. Back with space, back out through center, losing an edge, but the arm of the referee is up. And as soon as the Northern Tier Stars will touch it, will be a penalty assessed against Mackenzie Fielder, as she'll pick up her first penalty of the season. And the 2 teams will head to special teams, as North Tartan to the power play, Northern Tier to the penalty kill. Tripping minor to be called against Mackenzie Fielder. 4 games played this season, 0-1-1. So a penalty kill unit 83% on the season will go against North Tartan's power play unit. Very successful so far. 33 power play opportunities, or 23.1 in the power play this season. Back through space as the penalty announced here by a long time. North St. Paul Polar Public Address announcer James Huss did a great job on clock operation for the Minnesota Vixen of the Women's Football Alliance earlier this season. Full shot Klein gives way to Lily Wold, who tries to field it back through. Shot through and a save made by the goalkeeper for North Tartan, as they'll sting it back to the near side as Baumgart had to make the first save. Wold back out of the corner. Wold will look for space. Instead will defer here now Hedberg. Hedberg to the blue line. It's walked there by Caitlin Hackman. On the right side wing, centering pass through, was looking for the stick of Hedberg off of Hackman. But once more, North Tartan able to hold his own. 4-1 shots TNT with 1:01 left to go in the power play for North Tartan. Hedberg behind. Try to go back out in space. Hackman picks it up on the right side. Hackman at the top of the circle. She'll walk low on the goal line. Goes all the way back. Greta Colshaw-Klein, whose sister is now an assistant coach after playing for St. Ben's out of the MIAC for a number of years. On the near side, Hedberg. Colshaw-Klein. The point sent down low by Hackman with 32 seconds remaining on the power play for North Tartan. Stars Northern Tier are able to get to it. It's backhanded out of the zone by Northern Tier, as they'll have to reset the penalty kill opportunity here as Ashlyn Grady makes a great clear. Her third game played this season for the Northern Tier Stars. Ellie Volkers. Volkers off the glass, rings behind. Kenneth Sanders able to get to it first for the Stars. Before they'll tussle with it in here now, Hackman. Hackman in a battle. Selden here now is already Northern Tier returns to full strength. Not a great look on the power play for North Tartan. No shots on goal in that man advantage. But they'll look to continue to add to the pressure created on that opportunity. Backhanded out through space. North Tartan picks it up there. They'll work their way through further ahead now. Ellie Volkers. Volkers in the attacking zone. Block shot. Second chance effort. Off the post to the far side. Hedberg to it. Hedberg working in. Tries a shot through. Hit off the blue plate. Second chance. Back through in space. It's taken away once more by the Northern Tier Stars off the stick of Carlston. And down the length of the ice for icing to be called here. Well, we were all tied in shots on goal, 1-1. North Tartan has had the last 6 shots on goal, now 7-1. And so far for the TNT, generating quality and quantity, but not able to put the puck past the goaltender Bumgart so far. To the far side, Jaden Kozak. Bring it down behind. Olivia McClellan able to get to it for North Tartan. McClellan spinning shot into the glove of the goaltender for Northern Tier. Mackenzie Bumgart, she'll hold on for a face-off with 9:40 left to go. Northern Tier on the season, they're 3-1. A big reason why, again, the goaltending ability of the Northern Tier Stars. Mackenzie Bumgart, again, only her second game played so far this season. She gave up 2 in her first contest against Buffalo, but so far has been very stellar tonight. 8 saves on 8 shots by the North Tartan TNT. Puck tied up back through center. It's picked up here by Northern Tier. As the Stars look to carry back through space, Chloe King. King tried to carry it in the attacking zone. She's able to pick it up. King back into the spot. Tries to go back for Carlston on the right side. As this puck comes all the way back out through Spenner. Into the attacking space, Greta Colshaw-Klein. Klein behind the net. She'll try the far side, looking for space. Let's take it over here as Carlston sends it back out. Before Carlston slows down near her defensive zone blue line. Spun back out through center. It's picked up here once again, Caitlin Hackman. Hackman shot through glove. Save made by Bumgart as she'll hold on with 8:49 left to go in period number 1. Good entry to the zone here by Caitlin Hackman. Like to see that one last extra effort, that one last extra move to get past the defense for Northern Tier, but still a good look nonetheless. The 9th shot now here in the first half of the first period, as North Tartan now out shooting Northern Tier by a tally of 9-1. Volkers into the slot. Volkers has it knocked off of her stick before going to be taken back over here now by Tori Thumer of the Northern Tier Stars. Sent back in. Icing is waved off. It's picked up by Natalie Cheney with 1 assist on the season for Northern Tier. And taken back over once more by Molly Larson. Shot through. Hit off the goaltender Bumgart before it's taken back over once again. On the near side half wall. Sent through, intercepted Olivia Nielsen. Nielsen tries to go back out for Tori Thumer. McKenna Sanders Tries the Zamboni doors on the left side. Sanders behind the net. Tries to go for a backhand back to the blue line. No receiver there cleanly. As the puck back near the attacking zone blue line for the Stars of Northern Tier. Go back behind for Haley Knobloch. Knobloch able to clear back through center. McKenna Sanders looking for her first point on the season. Sends it here near side. Step further ahead back through neutral space where North Tartan can intercept. And they'll clear back once again. Intercepted by Northern Tier, Brooklyn Carlson. Try the right side on a centering pass. Backhanded opportunity out in front. Cusick. As it goes back to the far side corner. Cusick is able to dig it out there. Kaylee Sachs. It's as far as center, no farther. As Ashlyn Grady has it hit off of her stick. And it's sent back down to the Northern Tier defensive zone. Aggressive play made by the captain. Bodies will collide. Puck still onside. Well played that time, Lily Wold. Wold shot. Misses wide to the left. 6:42 left to go. Opening period. Scoreless here at Tartan Arena in Oakdale. Shots now 10-2. Favoring the North Tartan TNT over the Stars of Northern Tier. Shot from a long way out. Blocker save made off the right-handed shot of Lily Wold. As this puck will come back through the center. Brooklyn Carlston tries to carry her loose puck, unable to get to it though. Lily Wold will send it back through center. It's chipped back out and further down to the defensive zone by Ellie Volkers. As Tartan North will be able to try the forecheck opportunity here. Emily Knobloch will send it in, the goaltender. Bumgart will send it back through space. An opportunity now here with space for Chloe King. Kling spins, able to fire away on that opportunity as it's taken away back the other way by Elena Hedberg for North Tartan, the TNT. Hedberg gets the puck in, coming down to hold it. Caitlin Hackman tries the opportunity. The battle and the struggle for the puck comes back to the near side. Sent down low, past the outstretched arms of Liliana Martinson. And all the way back down low, or can be taken by Natalie Cheney behind. Cheney to the near side, Chloe King. King lost her footing. As the Northern Tier fans looking for a penalty call, one they do not get in this moment. Jaden Kozak tries to start the rush back out. Through space, coming back here to the near side, Chloe King. King will try the right side, has space, it's knocked off of her stick. King will get her own miss back through center ice. Stars of Northern Tier will have to reset as the lines will change. Trying the right side. This time it hits off the stick of Ariel Carson. 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points on the season. The Stars of Northern Tier. Back out in space, Sanders. Sanders a shot, tries it high and wide over the glove. The goalkeeper for North Tartan, Nicole James. Pressure provided by TNT. Stars hold his own. Looking for space, a centering pass out in front. This time it's taken away. Now Lily Wold will try to field it further ahead. Right side, Emily Knobloch. Knobloch into the attacking zone. Will send it back. Knobloch has the puck intercepted as the Stars will carry it back the other way with space. Chloe King. King knocked off of her stick as a fine play is made by the defense that time with Greta Colshaw-Klein. Colshaw-Klein in another fine play in reciprocation. Is made by Northern Tier on the backside. Ashlyn Grady with a great play. Stars sending it into the North Tartan zone. 4:04 left to go in a fast-moving opening period here. Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota. To the near side, Natalie Cheney sends it further ahead, looking for space. It's intercepted, flung back out. Battle for the puck there on the far side. Held in with space now. Left side, Molly Larson. As Larson's pass a little bit long, allows North Tartan to carry it back out through space. Through neutral ice here with 3:38 left to go. Ellie Volkers shot into the glove. The goaltender for Northern Tier as Mackenzie Bumgart makes another save. 3:34 left to go. Period number 1 here from Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota. 12-3 shots on goal. Scoreless here from Oakdale Tartan Arena. Good look on there by Volkers. Once again, you talk about hockey teams needing that second, third, fourth, fifth opportunity. They have not had that second, third, fourth, fifth opportunity as of yet. Looking here now, one for Northern Tier. With space, shot on, save made by James, and she'll steer it to the corner. This puck taken back the other way here by the Stars of Northern Tier. Taylor Kozak. Puck dug back into the corner. On the right side, Remy Dion. Trying to carry it back there with space. North Tartan, the TNT carries it back out through center. Ellie Revac. Knocked off of her stick. Stars intercept. Now with attacking pressure, Brooklyn Karsten. Carlston tries a shot, goes back, shot too wide to the right. Carlston tries to miss. Instead, will have to take it to the far side half wall. Carlston with space, shot on save made by Nicole James on the 5th Northern Tier Stars shot of period number 1. It's 2:44 left to go in the opening period of play here from Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota. 12-5 our shots on goal. No scoring yet to speak of. Each team have had a number of good opportunities. We're still looking for that extra chance on their offensive drive. To the left side of the attacking zone, Knobloch. Knobloch tries a centering pass out front. Puck taken away by the Stars. Back through space. Chloe King will try the left side. King in, lost it. The Star fans want a penalty call, but they don't get to go their way. So far tonight, 2 calls against the Stars of Northern Tier that they're looking for a penalty call, neither of which have gotten their way so far. Into the attacking zone. Haley Sachs to the corner. Taken back over by the Stars. They'll send it here near side King. King will try the right side in the attacking zone. King try to pull it back. It's intercepted with space. Hedberg. Hedberg working on in. Shot save made Bob Humgart. To the blue line. Tried to go that time. Fleming tried to hold it back in. It will go all the way back to the North Tartan defensive zone. Colshaw Klein. Look to reset it there. Knocked off the stick that time by King. King trying to work her way in. Lost it. Taken away. Volkers. Ellie Volkers with space as the Stars change. Volkers has shot in and out of the glove. Well, the goaltender Bumgart. Well, the amount of times North Tartan has had some real good chances so far in this opening period. They've yet to put the puck past the goaltender Bumgart. What a great start. And just her 2nd of the season for the goaltender for Northern Tier and Bumgart. 1:03 left to go opening period. No score here from Tartan Arena in Oakdale. As public address announcer James Huss makes the announcement. There's 1 minute left to play here in period number 1. Shot from a long way out. It's gathered up here by the Stars. They try another pass out in front before it's taken away here now by Lily Wold. To the right side, North Tartan attempting to enter the zone. Taken back over in space. Wold picks up the loose puck. Wold tries it, tips it on. And a save on the shot of Volkers by the goaltender Bumgart. Battle for it, whistle blows. And a face-off in the defensive zone. 32.8 left to go in the opening period. Bumgart's made so far 17 saves in this opening period of play. Perhaps the 17th, the most spectacular of all. See certainly on the body language of Bumgart so far. She's feeling confident. Why wouldn't she be? North Tartan has sent her everything but the kitchen sink so far today, and she's handled everything that the TNT has sent her way. Stars looking to reward her. Back with space, Cheney on the first try. No. James doesn't get the puck her way. It's steered back to the corner with 10 seconds left to go in period number 1. Sent behind, too far for Carlston. As this puck taken back in space, Carlston looking for the outlet pass. Nobody will find it there as the horn sounds in a North Tartan advantage period here through the first 17 minutes of play. Shots on goal favor the North Tartan TNT 7-5. But the difference so far for the Stars of Northern Tier. Mackenzie Bumgart, a senior, making her 2nd start of the season. She's been perfect so far, 17 of 17. That's been the difference so far for Northern Tier and the Stars as they lead North Tartan at the end of period number 1 in terms of saves on goal, but still looking for that first goal to find its way past the goaltender so far. Scoreless after 1 here on your home for Tartan Athletics and North Tartan TNT Girls Hockey. Suburban Community Channels, TV19.
When times get dark, we can't see the help that's all around us. When you don't know where to turn, let 211 be your guiding light.
How can I help you?
Our guides are ready to connect you with the help you need. For help with food, healthcare, mental health, and other resources. Call 211 or visit 211.org. 211. Get connected, get help.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first, we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it's Alzheimer's, talk about seeing a doctor together.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. One in 3 adults has prediabetes, and you could be one of them. There are usually no signs for prediabetes, so it's important to understand your risk. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed, and you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
"22 shots on goal in the opening period of play here from beautiful Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota, but so far no goals on the scoreboard as through the opening period of play here between North Tartan and Northern Tier. We are scoreless here at Oakdale Arena. Alex Weston with you here from Oakdale Arena as we continue to build on what was a very successful period in the opening 17 minutes of play for North Tartan, the TNT. 17 shots on goal. But so far for each of these teams, neither team in those 22 shots on goal that they faced have really been able to generate anything in terms of danger. Shots from the outside, shots from the perimeter, easy, routine saves for your average high school goaltender. Neither team has truly been tested so far on the defensive side as we continue to look for each of these teams to find success here in period number 2. the goaltender Bumgart so far very successful for Northern Tier here in the opening period of play. Again, shots on goal, not necessarily high quality, but enough to be able to keep her honest here through the first 17 minutes of play. And all of those saves, they've been first. You could argue a second opportunity here or there, but so far Bumgart the better of the saves. Same too on the opposite side for Nicole James for the North Tartan TNT, as on that side, each of those shots on goal that Northern Tier has sent her way so far has been stronger, but still have not created high danger opportunities. There's a lot of hockey left. 34 minutes of play yet to be taken here between Northern Tier and North Tartan the TNT, but so far neither team has truly generated a high-quality opportunity for the first 17 minutes of play. North Tartan has had a power play. They did not get a shot on goal in that power play in that span. Northern Tier still looking for that first power play, but again, the big story so far here from Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota, 17-5 shots on goal favoring the North Tartan TNT, but so far, no goals scored on the 22 shots flung each way from either the North Tartan TNT or the Stars of Northern Tier. Take a look at the standings here in the Metro East Conference from a season ago, as we're just 4 games into the regular season, 8 points on the schedule in 22-23 for North Tartan behind Simley, South St. Paul, Hill Murray. Again, you take a look at the Metro East Conference, that Simley-South St. Paul matchup, my goodness, what a conclusion last year at the wonderful Veterans Memorial Community Center, a controversial matchup between Simley and South St. Paul. Now, of course, no longer both in Section 4A, but now South St. Paul in 4A, but simply part of 1-2A. And so we'll see what implications that has in a battle between Metro East Conference rivals at the top. Hill Murray perfect, but still they only play 1 game against each conference opponent each and every year. Taking a look at the Mississippi 8, just 4 teams in the Mississippi 8 on the girls hockey side. Chisago Lakes, was the leader of that conference a season ago. They were a perfect 6-0-0 against Northern Tier, Pine City, and Princeton and Becker. And so far for Northern Tier, 4-2-0 between the 3 schools between them. Of course, the wonderful Blue Jackets of Cambridge Isanti, as well as the Vikings of North Branch, and the last team as part of the Northern Tier Triad, continuing to build success upon a Mississippi 8 conference as they continue to look for success and continue to build on what was a successful season a year ago here into the beginnings of a 22-23 season. You'll look at terms of what Northern Tier has been able to do in terms of goaltending so far. We've said it a handful of times tonight, 17 shots on goal, 17 saves made so far this season, and so far tonight for Northern Tier goaltender Bumgart. But again, take a look at her last time out against Buffalo, where she made 28 saves on 30 shots faced on the opposite side of the ice for her, for Northern Tier. This is a goaltending tandem for Northern Tier that whether you put Bumgart, whether you put her replacement out, there's a lot of depth and a lot of success that can happen and that can build because of how deep the Northern Tier star goaltending situation can be. And again, for North Tartan, the pressure later becomes how many shots on goal does it take to put that first goal in, put that second goal in, because the longer this game goes before North Tartan is able to put a puck in the net, the more pressure that comes onto the TNT, and the looser the Stars can play, saying, hey, we are playing a visiting team where we don't have any pressure on us at all. And for North Tartan, they are the ones that ultimately have to do the damage here at Tartan Arena in Oakdale tonight. All scoreless at the end of the first period. North Tartan, the TNT, and the Northern Tier Stars here on your home for Tartan High School Athletics. Suburban Community Channels, TV 19.
I remember this one moment. I ran to kind of the water edge, and my mom said something along the lines of like, now it's your turn. Take that first step. When I became a mom myself, I feel like my whole world changed. There's some light within her that makes me continue to do the climate science work that I do. You don't have to be a climate scientist to want to protect the earth. As moms, we care about our children and the environment they grow up in. And for Mia, I want you to know that I worked really hard to be a part of the change and to make it a better place for you.
Women are bad with money.
It's what the world's been saying for centuries.
But now, we've got something to say.
Save it. Save the old-fashioned advice, the empty excuses. It's all worthless, unlike us.
To our fellow females, it is time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Contributing to our futures, investing in our independence.
Until we're no longer 80%
more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So again, we say to that, save it.
The falsehoods, the feelings of fault.
Then the funds.
Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
Ever hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. It's a lie. But as a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans,
real-world experience.
It's a story that rings true. We make excuses for how we feel. We push everything down. We tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. And some days, maybe, it is. But you've never been interested in easy. Reaching out is hard. Do it anyway. You're not alone. You've got this. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
When it comes to health, we're all on our own journey. You may have aches, pains, fatigue, or even symptoms of long COVID that make everyday life difficult. For challenges like these, physical therapy is the solution. No matter where you are on your health journey, your physical therapist and physical therapist assistant can help. Visit ChoosePT.com to find a physical therapist near you, or ask your primary care provider for a referral. This message is provided by the American Physical Therapy Association.
It's period of the long change here at Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota, as a number of high-quality opportunities, 22 shots on goal through the opening period of play, has yet to yield a goal between the Northern Tier Stars and the North Tartan TNT from Oakdale Arena and beautiful Oakdale, Minnesota. Alex Weston with you here from high atop the perch, as the story so far has been that of the goaltending. Nicole James for the North Tartan TNT yet to yield a goal against so far for the TNT. And Mackenzie Bumgard, her opposite number, her first start in 10 days for the Stars of Northern Tier. Also yet to yield a goal so far, but 17 for 17, her save percentage so far. We begin the period of the long change with an opportunity here. That's quickly flung on. It comes back to the near side. And each team will have to try to work with a long change here in period number 2. Percentage-wise, in terms of what teams are able to score in the period of the long change, historically speaking, teams score approximately 20% more in the period of the long change than they do in the first and third periods individually. So it's quite noticeable, certainly, in that grasp. Take it here now. Emily Knobloch looks to add to that scoring ledger. She'll draw a penalty as a true opportunity for North Tartan will result in power play time for the TNT, their second power play of the game, 42 seconds into period number 2, as Ariel Karsten will head to the penalty box. It's probably a penalty you can afford to get away with And was it not for Emily Knobloch falling over, that's probably a penalty that you let go in that instance. As Karsten picks up her third penalty on the season. Second chance now on a power play for North Tartan, the TNT. They were 0 for in terms of their opportunities so far. They were also 0 for in terms of shots on goal. Their opening chance on the power play, it's cleared out already by the Stars of Northern Tier and back down into the defensive zone for North Tartan, the TNT. King creates the opportunity. King working in, she scores! Chloe King, her fourth of the season. Stars lead shorthanded. That's great forechecking by Chloe King. Is on the penalty kill. She keeps pressure on this North Tartan defense. Forces the turnover, is able to work around the goaltender, Nicole James. She scores the first goal of the contest. Is now Northern Tier Stars lead 1-0 on a shorthanded goal. Their first shot of the second period. As back-to-back goals in back-to-back games now. For Chloe King, she scored a goal at Anoka the last time out for the Stars of Northern Tier. And her season-leading 2 goals against Chisago Lakes in an 8-4 win for the Stars. As now 1-0 Northern Tier leads. The amount of opportunities and the amount of chances that have come so far for these two teams. You figured North Tartan would get on the scoreboard eventually, but sometimes shorthanded works in your favor. Stars working to work for it again. Shot, score! Finished off chance. It works in spades. Jane Kozak, her 5th. 2-0 Northern Tier. Well, again, shorthanded chance for Kozak. Goaltender not as far out as she'd like to be, and Kozak able to lift it, blocker side. Her first goal since a 2-1 loss to Buffalo, the only score at Buffalo. Her season high 2-3-5 at Chisago Lakes in their 8-4 victory. But goodness me, coming out of the start of the second period, what a shift. As a pair of goals by Northern Tier and their leaders, King and Kozak, give Northern Tier a 2-0 lead. So 43 seconds of power play time. Now a bid for another shorthanded goal. Shot save made by James. This puck held in by Hackman. She'll send it down the low, does Sanders. And as this puck is taken back out to the near side by Caitlin Hackman. To the far side, Greta Colshaw-Klein. She'll slow up near the half wall. In space, Emily Knobloch. Knobloch will try to carry it back through center. It's knocked off of her stick, and already a successful penalty kill. But the Stars of Northern Tier continues to provide pressure as North Tartan has had barely a chance on goal. Shot through, save made by Bumgart. This puck is taken back to the far side. Colshaw-Klein try to carry it back out to the corner as the Stars return to full strength. Kaylee Sachs will send it back in. Bumgart will stop it behind the net for Northern Tier as the Stars now lead 2-0. Going into a penalty kill, you don't expect to be leading 2-0 at the end of it. But sure enough, that's what the Stars are leading 2-0 with 13:54 left to go here in period number 2 from Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota. Alejandra Velasco. This puck to the right side, down the length of the ice, and icing is called. 13:43 left to go in period number 2. Well, it's been a little bit of a movie here tonight so far at Tartan Arena in Oakdale, but for those of you SEC sports viewers who can't watch enough movies, this is the show for you. On Cinema Judge, you can get a look inside movies with interviews and insights from the cast. There are interviews from the actors, directors, producers, and clips from the films. In fact, you can look for new shows and upcoming movies bi-weekly on Wednesdays and Fridays on SEC Community Channel 19 and 801 High Definition. Back to the far side. Stars will look to carry it back. Mackenzie Fielder tried to the right side. A fine stick by Kaylee Sachs will defer briefly, but Sachs will have a 3-on-1 rush into the zone for North Tartan. Sachs shot unblocked into the netting, and a fine stick play by Olivia Nielsen as the puck will be a face-off resulting in the defensive zone of the Stars. So 2-0 our score. Chloe King, her 4th. Jade Kozak, her 5th. As Northern Tier with a pair of shorthanded goals. And with the exception of major power plays, so rare for a team to be able to score not once shorthanded, but twice shorthanded on the same power play. Well done by Northern Tier to be able to create that chance. To the blue line. Chance through wristed, through backhanded shot, saved by Bumgard. This puck all the way back to the right side, trying with space. It's gathered up, but unable to be corralled cleanly. As North Tyne will carry it back. Cool shot, Klein. Tries to carry, instead intercepted before it's taken back over by the TNT and reset back through the center, where Olivia Nielsen will have it go off of her stick. She'll go D to D now, Remy DeHaan. DeHaan taken to the far side. Working through in space, tries a pass through, score! Lily Wold, her first goal of the season. It's 2-1. Well, not much better you could do on a 2-on-1 there for North Tartan. As Wold found space, Volkers with the pass to set it up. And after being frustrated for 19 shots on target, the 20th time is the charm. As it's now 2-1. Our score here between North Tartan and the Stars of Northern Tier. How about that? What a flourish here for the first 5 minutes of play here in period number 2. Centering pass out in front. That time was trying to corral it behind the net. Was Wold looking for the assist this time. James will freeze it. And it will be a face-off in the TNT defensive zone. 12:01 left to go, 2-1 our score. Shots on goal 20-8 now in favor of North Tartan, the TNT, but all even here in period number 2 at 3 apiece. Face-off to the right of the goaltender, Nicole James. As the face-off is won by North Tartan. Haley Knobloch chipped off the stick that time and back through the center as the Stars try to regain it. Sent back off by Caitlin Hackman through neutral ice. Hackman tried to send it along before it's taken away. Chloe King scored the first goal of the game tonight for Northern Tier. King knocked off of her stick back to the far side, shot through, blocked out in front. Well done by Ellie Volkers. Behind the net, still loose. King picks it up here near side. Will defer that time. Natalie Cheney behind. King picks it into the corner. Sent back out by Hackman. Unable to hold it as Cheney can't do it on the opposite side. It'll be gone back and taken here by McKenna Sanders. Sanders off the board. Back through to space. It's reset Knobloch. Near side Hackman. Able to reset it there once more as Northern Tier such a great job defensively here in this second period of play after going up 2-0. Back with space into the attacking zone. Jane Kozak back out front, shot saved by Nicole James. Great setup that time by the Stars as Ariel Karsten broke into the net. Cole shot Klein. Before taking back over now, Chloe King. And behind. They're taken back there. Looking for the breakout here, North Tartan. They're unable to do anything with that time as it's taken back over by Ellie Rivak. Nielsen. Turned it over. Wold goes back, looking for it in space before it's taken back over. This time once again by Northern Tier. Chloe King. Consecutive goals in back-to-back games for the Stars. King tried to work through it. King shot through, save made by Nicole James as she'll hold on for a defensive zone face-off with 10:06 left to go in period number 2. Shots on goal now 20-10 in favor of the TNT, that of North Tartan. But here in period number 2, favoring the Stars of Northern Tier by a tally of 5-3. Face off, one back through the center. It's a race for it as players will collide. On a loose puck, Hedberg Tries to go back through it in space. It's held into the zone. A fine play made by Knobloch before staying back over. Whistle will blow. Offsides is called. 9:51 left to go, period number 2. Relatively quick moving opening period of play here from Tartan Arena. We're starting to see a few more whistles here in period number 2 with the Stars Northern Tier leading by a score of 2-1 here at Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota. Back through space, sent long to the right side. TNT left, touch up. Stars will pick back up in the defensive zone. They'll work their way back through. Chipped along, taken back over by North Tartan. The TNT, they'll reset. Knobloch to get back in the defensive zone. A little long for Hedberg. Hedberg slows down. Hedberg in space, shot through wide to the right of the goaltender Bumgar. Picked out of the corner, Ellie Volkers. Centering pass through, into the slot. Backhanded shot through and swinging a miss that time by Ellie Volkers. Back out through space, down the length of the ice towards the North Tartan end, and icing is called. 9:02 left to go here, period number 2 from Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota. As the Stars of Northern Tier lead the North Tartan TNT by a score of 2-1. We say hello to our crew here tonight in beautiful Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota. Our camera operators this evening, the wonderful crew and the best in the business, Seth Zabel, Chris Stoltzman, and Clayton Johnson. On production in the truck, David Schuyler and Arlen Becker. 2 of the best you could find. Wold, engaged in conversation, knocks a woman over. And a play created here by North Tartan, but the puck comes back here through the near side. On the counter with space, trying to carry it back into the attacking zone. That time was Brooklyn Carlson. The arm of the referee is up, and Northern Tier will head to their first power play of the night, leading 2-1 on a hooking call coming here against Lily Wold. Now, no argument from Wold. She immediately, the captain for North Tartan, will go to the penalty box. It'll be power play time. Let's take a look at it here. Certainly not on that chance. The arm of the referee already up well ahead of time as North Tartan will head to their first penalty kill. Northern Tier to their first power play on the evening. On the season for the Stars of Northern Tier, 8.3%. So they've had 12 power play opportunities so far this season, have scored on just 1 of those 12 so far through 4 games. North Tartan on their penalty kill, 14 penalty kill opportunities, 78.6 on the penalty kill so far this season for North Tartan TNT. They've given up multiple power play goals so far this season, looking to stem the tide here tonight against the Stars of Northern Tier. Coleshaw Klein will go a long way to help her team out. She'll send it down as Bumgart will stop it behind her net. Stars looking with space, chips off of Jayden Kozak's stick. Coleshaw Klein to pick it up for the TNT behind the net. Coleshaw Klein down the length of the ice, and a great clear by North Tartan TNT as the lines will change once more with 1:05 left to go in power play time. Here to the near side, Jayden Kozak. Kozak flings a pass through before it's picked up once more here by Cheney into the attacking zone. Cheney to the right side, rings behind the North Tartan attacking zone net. Cheney will drop it, tried to go for it there, creates an opportunity here on the turnover. Emily Knobloch. Knobloch in, lost it on a fine play once again, made in reciprocation by Natalie Cheney. Ellie Volkers on the shorthanded bid for the TNT, 30 seconds remaining on the Stars power play. Shot through traffic, redirected out in front, and a save made as it spun to the corner, that time by Bumgart. Stars in the power play, looking back with space now. Kozak, run around far side, Chloe King. King will make the attempt to flee it back out through center before it's sent back down once more. Kozak to the corner, will defer for King behind the net. King as the teams return to full strength each side. Dehan sends it back down low. Kozak tries to pull it out of the corner. Shot through, save made by James, a second chance effort. Spun back out through the center, but held in nicely by the Stars. Taking that behind, Kozak. Too far for King. Puck in possession will be taken here by Maddie McClellan for North Tartan. Kozak tries a wrap, cannot finish that chance off. It leaks back out through center. Olivia Nielsen will pick it up there. 5:57 left to go, period number 2. All 3 goals so far coming in period number 2. As the Stars of Northern Tier lead North Tartan by a score of 2-1. Each of the North Tartan goals that they've given up as well, each short-handed. So odd to see, but hey, that's part of the joys of the game of ice hockey. Fortunately, not part of the joys of the game of ice hockey. That right there, icing, that will be called. 5:40 left to go here in period number 2. Well, 38 games in the Minnesota State High School League girls hockey landscape. A number of games already have gone final, or at least are in the final stages of going final. 5 o'clock starts today. Thief River Falls and Roseau at the Ralph and beautiful Thief River Falls, home of the Arctic Cat Snowmobile Factory. Such a beautiful chance and a beautiful opportunity if you ever get the chance ahead to Thief River Falls. 5:30 p.m. to start. New Ulm and Worthington, no score yet reported. Simley and Breck from the Breck School at the Anderson Ice Arena. One of the finest sheets of ice you'll ever find. That at the Breck School Anderson Ice Arena. Other 6 p.m. starts. As Sartell and Sauk Rapids head to Burnick Ice Arena. They'll take on Spuds of Moorhead at 6 p.m. Morris Metz and East Grand Forks at 6. Chisago Lakes Forest Lake at 6:15. Also starting at the same time as this one, Warroad and Bemidji. The scores so far reported on the Star Tribune Minnesota Girls Hockey Hub is a shot on save made by James Zare. There'll be another face-off with 4:53 left to go, period number 2. Scores so far elsewhere from Andover Arena. Holy Family leads Andover by a score of 1-0. Andover so far has this chance here by the Stars of Northern Tier. Shot from a long way out, but James makes a easy save, flashing the leather. That time a face-off will proceed to her left. Andover has been a factory for the University of St. Thomas. Big names, Ella Berger among them, as well as Maddie Brown. Another shot on this by Bumgarn there. There'll be an attacking zone face-off now for North Tartan with 4:40 left to go, period number 2. But a handful of games all started at the 7 p.m. window. Champlain Coon Rapids hosting Anoka. Chaska-Chan hosting Hopkins Park. The Marauders of Roseville Montemita headed to Highland Arena and will entertain the sultry sounds of one Jeff Huffman as they take on the Raiders of Green Durham Howell. Packers of South St. Paul take on Dodge County. Otherwise, scores elsewhere. The Duluth Co-op between East Denfield and Marshall. They lead Princeton Big Lake Becker 1-0. Princeton First Bank and Trust Arena. New Prague leads Red Wing and the Wingers. Most notable girls high school hockey product out of Red Wing, out of Taylor Heisey. Minnesota Golden Gopher has a shot on. Save made from the point. Another face-off in the defensive zone. 4:08 left to go. But the most notable Red Wing product, Taylor Heisey, who, when Red Wing played Montemita about 5 years ago, I called her Taylor Heise for most of the game. Not only one of the all-time leading scorers in Minnesota Twin Cities Golden Gopher history, but also now the #1 overall draft pick of the PWHL, and the Minnesota Superiors, I believe, is the name that they trademarked. But such a great player out of Red Wing, although technically Lake City. Eastview Lightning lead Wayzata 1-0. East Ridge leads White Bear Lake 2-1. Otherwise scoreless so far, Alexandria and Brainerd Little Falls. Minneapolis, Delano Rockford at the DASA, still scoreless. Meanwhile, here at Tartan Arena in Oakdale, 2-1 our score. Northern Tier leads on a pair of shorthanded goals by Chloe King and Jayden Kozak. Lily Wold was able to pull North Tartan the TNT within 1. That's where we stand here in the late stages of period number 2. Ashlyn Hackman will try to send it further along. Icing will be waved off. Circle back into the North Tartan TNT defensive zone. Hackman just taking into the corner boards here now by Olivia Nielsen. Defender playing on the forecheck here, taken back out with space. Caitlin Hackman will try the right side. Tries a shot through, stuck to the corner by the goaltender Bumgarn. Looking back for the connection. Backhanded shot falling down that time and steered to the corner. But the Stars can pick it back up. Jayden Kozak with what would be, as it stands right now, the game winner. Bumgarn too far past her. She will try to freeze it as the puck is still loose. Bumgarn clears it back out there. Back here with space. Tipped back onside that time by Greta Coleshaw-Klein with her 2 goals and 4 assists this season for North Tartan, the TNT. The arm of the referee is up. There'll be a power play that is coming as Northern Tier appears to be set and ready to go. There'll be a body check minor penalty that'll be assessed against Ellie Volkers as Northern Tier will head to their second power play, not just of the period, but of the game as a whole. So Volkers and Wold, who combine on the power play tally for North Tartan and the TNT. Each of those players now has resulted in 2 minutes in penalty time. The second power play now for the Stars of Northern Tier. See what they're able to do with it here now, leading 2-1 with 2:40 left to go, period number 2. And not much argument there. Dang, if you were a official of USA Hockey, you could certainly argue that that's exactly what a body checking penalty should be, and this will result in 5-on-3 time. As Zoe Colshaw-Klein will look to the official, try to plead her case, but she won't get it to fall her way. It will be now 5-on-3. Won't be Colshaw-Klein. It'll be Lily Wold that heads to the penalty box for her second time tonight. And not just 5-on-3 time, but a long 5-on-3 time for Northern Tier. A minute 50 of 5-on-3 time. Face-off won by the Stars. To the blue line, Cheney, a drive, saved by James. Well, Northern Tier edging ever closer towards evening that shots on goal. 8 now here in period number 2 for North Tartan. 9 on goal for the Stars of Northern Tier, but they lead 2-1. Face-off won by the Stars, unable to corral at that time McKenna Sanders, as it will find its way back through the center. 1 for 13 on the power play this season for Northern Tier. 0 for 1 so far tonight. Nice toe drag, beautiful move, and a stick check made. Great play by Caitlin Hackman. Pass with the slot, it's picked up here on the near side. To the right side, looking forward here, Sanders. Goes back for Cheney, they collapse, shot saved by James. Whistle blows early, puck was loose on the near side, but the official losing sight of it blew the whistle, and a break for North Tartan. It's amazing how quickly teams can collapse. You see James, no chance on that puck, did not have it in the glove. The official on the far side, give the benefit of the doubt there. Tough to keep that one going if you don't know where the puck is, and so made the decision to blow the whistle there. 52 seconds remaining of 5-on-3 time. Dump back, King. King shot through, saved by James. .125 left to go, period number 2. James makes another save. 45 seconds remaining here. 5-on-3 time for the Stars of Northern Tier. Again, a co-op between Cambridge Isanti, St. Francis, and North Branch. North Tartan, of course, themselves a co-op between North High School of North St. Paul and Tartan High School here of Oakdale, now in its 52nd year of existence. McKenna Sanders taken behind too far, goes all the way back out through the space as that puck just a little bit too far past Taylor Kozak. 24 seconds remaining, 5-on-3 time. Hit 1 minute remaining here in period number 2. Colshaw-Klein clears the zone. Taken back over once again by the Stars. Carried back in on the bid. Hedberg tries a shorthanded save made by Pumcott. So we've had so far 2 of the 3 goals that have been scored tonight shorthanded. North Tartan with a solid bid there on that opportunity, but they can't convert on the chance. And as a result, still 2-1 our score. 7 seconds remaining now, 5-on-3 time. Stars carry it back in space. Sent back in. Unable to field it here now. A shorthanded bid once again. The left side into the zone. Shot wide right. Bumgart unable to have a chance. Score! Emily Knobloch, lethal angle. Short-handed goal. It's 2-2. Not to talk about myself, I've called maybe 10 games here from Tartan Arena in my career. Every single one has had a very sharp angle chance. You see goaltender Bumgarn just slightly off the post, maybe an inch off the goal line. She just rips it on target. Our third short-handed goal of the game, as we're all tied 2-2 here at Tartan Arena in Oakdale. So each team, power play has not been successful. It's been the penalty kill that has resulted in successful opportunities here for each of these teams so far. Back to the high of the net with 5 seconds remaining here of period number 2. Backhand to back through space. One last chance. The stick is lifted. The horn will sound. We entered period 1. All tied, all scoreless. After 17 minutes of play through 34 minutes of play. Each team with 2 goals apiece. 3 of the 4 short-handed goals. As we are all tied at the end of 2. 2-2-hour score between North Tartan, the TNT, and the tier of the Northern Stars, also with 2 apiece. Shots on goal through 2 periods of play, 27-16 in favor of North Tartan, the TNT. In that period, 10-13. The Stars the advantage in shots on goal in period number 2. We will pause for a brief moment. 2-2-hour score at the end of the second period of play here on your home for Tartan High School Athletics. Suburban Community Channels, TV 19.
My dad was a farmer, and when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised, or believing that men provide and they don't struggle. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day. And allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're gonna figure it out together.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected?
Everyone in? Here we go!
Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready. Because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike, or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Know who to call, decide on a safe meeting location, and create an emergency preparedness kit. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help.
I'm coming to save you!
Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
I look nice, don't I?
I see you.
Yeah.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Let's go.
Oh, man, that's the best one yet.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one.
High school. Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Do you want to talk about what happened earlier?
Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age. Some others don't.
For many servicemen and women, the battle doesn't end when they come home. And I know, because I too struggle with the invisible wounds of service. Pups for Patriots and Sam literally changed my life. If you're a veteran or know a veteran struggling with post-traumatic stress or traumatic brain injury, go to AmericanHumane.org to learn more about the Pups for Patriots Service Dog Program. Let's give our veterans a fighting chance.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Professional hockey in the last 5 years, the likelihood of a shorthanded goal estimated about 5% in an individual power play opportunity. So far here today, through 34 minutes of play here at Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota, we have 3 shorthanded goals between the Northern Tier Stars and the North Tartan TNT here on your home for Tartan Athletics, Suburban Community Channels, TV 19. Alex West with you here from beautiful Tartan Arena. We started the end of the first period all scoreless, 0-0 through 17 minutes of play, but then the shorthanded success started to find its way here in period number 2. 2 shorthanded goals on 1 power play for the Stars of Northern Tier before North Tartan was able to pick up a shorthanded goal of their own, and then a desperation, sharp angle shot was able to tie the game up at 2 goals apiece here through 34 minutes of play from Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota. We take a look at some of the goals here in terms of what we saw so far. It was all pressure created by the Northern Tier Stars and one of their leaders, Chloe King, as she picked up her 4th goal of the season. Beautiful shorthanded pressure created by the Stars. They led 1-0. It would be not shortly thereafter before Jaden Kozak picked up her 5th of the season. That made it 2-0 on a pair of shorthanded goals for the Stars of Northern Tier. And all on the same power play as well. Great passing for the North Tartan TNT. Set up this chance as a pass from Ellie Volkers to Lily Wold. Made it 2-1 Stars about halfway through the period before, as the penalty time was about to expire for North Tartan. And you saw it there on your screen, extremely sharp angle, maybe about 1 degree out, made it that equalizer 2-2 our score through 2 periods of play. Shots on goal 27-16, but Northern Tier led that category. Again, the big difference so far here at Tartan Arena in Oakdale, each of these teams has had multiple chances in the power play. Each of these teams so far through 34 minutes of play, 0 for 6 combined between each of these teams on the power play here through 34 minutes of play. And now you look at this here in the 3rd period, a 2-2 game between each of these two. Whichever team might be able to get the opportunity on a power play to be able to score, or even with what we've seen so far, 3 of the 4, again, shorthanded goals so far. Take a look at what each of these teams have been able to do. Special teams might be the difference here tonight. In fact, if you were to take a look at these 2 teams on the ice here tonight, there are 3 shorthanded goals combined so far tonight would equate to the National Hockey League all time. It would be the 6th most successful season, not game, season, shorthanded on the 3 goals tonight between Northern Tier and the North Tartan TNT. Well, taking a look at the upcoming schedule for North Tartan and the TNT, they'll take on the Wolfpack of Park of Cottage Grove, then they'll dip back primarily into Metro East Conference play. Take on Suburban East Conference opposition Eastridge on the 15th of December, and as well on the 22nd of December, heading up to Forest Lake, take on the Rangers of Forest Lake. Otherwise, they'll be Metro East Conference largely throughout the remainder of their season here in 2023. But Simley, South St. Paul, Two Rivers, big matchups coming up for North Tartan here in the Metro East Conference. Likewise for Northern Tier, talk about what the Stars have coming up on their schedule. They do not play any slouches, but a number of home schedule games coming up here, especially this weekend. They start with Breck, then Duluth, Northern Lakes, Hopkins Park for taking on some lighter competition in Pine City, Osseo Park Center, and Rochester Mayo as part of the Herb Brooks Holiday Classic, the Silver Division in that holiday tournament. And of course, as we reach here now, we're past Thanksgiving. We're a hop, skip, and a jump closer to Christmas, New Year's, and all this wonderful time and the opportunities that we have here in terms of high school hockey here in the state of Minnesota. There's a lot of quality opportunities for each of these teams to continue to build on a successful season so far, and especially quality opportunities, quality goaltending, and great special teams. The recipes for success that we've seen so far here through 34 minutes of play at Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota. We look to continue to build upon that in period number 3. 2-2 our score after 34 minutes of play from Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota. We'll be back for period number 3 here on your home for Tartan Athletics and Tartan North Girls Hockey, Suburban Community Channels TV 19.
My dad was a farmer, and when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised, or believing that men provide and they don't struggle. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day and allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. Dad doesn't know that we're going to figure it out together.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected?
Everyone in? Here we go!
Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready. Because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Know who to call, decide on a safe meeting location, and create an emergency preparedness kit. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help.
I'm coming to save you!
Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
I look nice, don't I?
I see you.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Let's go.
Oh, man, that's the best one yet.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one.
High school. Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Do you want to talk about what happened earlier?
Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age. Some others don't.
For many servicemen and women, the battle doesn't end when they come home. And I know, because I too struggle with the invisible wounds of service. Pups for Patriots and Sam literally changed my life. If you're a veteran or know a veteran struggling with post-traumatic stress or a traumatic brain injury, go to AmericanHumane.org to learn more about the Pups for Patriots Service Dog Program. Let's give our veterans a fighting chance.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
goals so far scored. Oh, let me try that again. 3 of 4 goals scored so far tonight at Tartan Arena have been of the shorthanded variety. We're 17 minutes away from a winner or overtime. As we set to begin period number 3 here on your home for Tartan Athletics and the North Tartan TNT Girls Hockey Program. Suburban Community Channel CV19. Also listen with you here from Tartan Arena as we continue to wind our way through a wonderful season of winter sports here in the East Metro. Our upcoming schedule in terms of what is offered on Suburban Community Channels TV19 and of course our YouTube community page. We have a number of great contests coming up for you here in the month of December. We hope you'll join us for them as we turn from the ice to the hardwood. Girls basketball coming up in 1 week's time. Matamita against Providence Academy, Tartan against Cretin-Durham Hall. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away from here. Before we return to the ice, Hill Murray and Matamita, White Bear Lake against Roseville Matamita, excuse me. And then on the 21st of December, boys basketball, Tartan will take on the Greyhounds of Duluth East at the Tartan High School Gymnasium. We hope you will join us, rather, for basketball coming up on the Suburban Community Channel TV19 and the YouTube page. Of course, one of the many social media platforms that you have, and the opportunity to join us here for SEC TV. And the great options that we have for your viewing. We're set for a third period. The period of the regular change, which so far has yet to see a goal scored in the first 17 minutes of the regular change. We'll see if we get one here on the second stanza of it, as it was a relatively first period quickness through the first 17 minutes of play. We'll see if we have the same here through period number 3. McKenna Sanders for the Stars. She'll try to the right side, looking to tip it back in. This puck will go back into the North Tartan end. Still puddles all across the Tartan Arena surface here in Oakdale, Minnesota. As again, this puck could very easily, as it did there, catch some water and slow down. Tons of puddles on the North Tartan defensive side. Same too for the Northern Tier Stars defensive side. Chance through save, second chance effort, no good. As this time the puck will go back behind. It can be tied up off the end boards there. Before it's loose once more for the most recent goal scorer for Northern Tier, Kozak. Off to the far side, Natalie Cheney. Bring it back around with space. King, try to backhanded pass before it's taken back over. This time Ellie Volker is back down the length of the ice. The arm of the linesman is up, and we'll see if icing is called here. It is not, as it's waved off a little bit past McKenna Sanders as the puddle catches the puck that time. Back on the left side with the attacking zone with space now. Kozak. Kozak rung behind. A pass fluttered through out in front off the stick of Maddie McClellan. Back in space. Kozak. Kozak tries the left side. She'll ring it behind. Kozak shot through, second chance. Didn't hit on target, and the goaltender Nicole James. For this time, North Tartan looks to carry the puck back out through center. Knobloch sent it around. We'll go back to the far side to the corner. Kozak and Knobloch tie up, creating space back here on the near side for Nielsen. Back out through center. North Tartan picks it back up there. Ellie Volkers. Volkers send it back on. Deflected, taken back over. Trying to carry it back in that time. Hedberg shot from a long way out. Save made by Bumgart. She'll hold on for a face-off. 14:48 left to go, period number 3. 2-2 our score with the shots 28-19 in favor of North Tartan. First time for North Tartan this season that they have been tied after 2 periods of play for the TNT of North Tartan. They're 1-3-0 on the season. Again, that first opener game against Century and Marshall here at Tartan Ice Arena, 7-2 victorious. But since then, they've scored 4 goals in 3 games at Anoka, home to Eastview, and at Duluth. That's kind of been the struggle so far. It's been the offensive side and the defensive side too for North Tartan, the TNT, as they look to continue to build success on. Backhanded out through space. Carry back now to the attacking zone for North Tartan. Shot through, save made by Baumgarten. The whistle will blow. Stars fans looking for a penalty, one that they rightly, I think, should get their way. This puck will go back through to space. Carried on now. Stars back into the attacking half. Carl. Send it back to the corners. Carlson will tie up with Hackman behind into the corner. Taken here to the near side. Reset Gabby Fleming too far past her. Fleming to the corner boards. One by Northern Tier, working in, backhanded shot wide right. Was looking for a redirection off of Sanders, pass the goaltender James, but instead held in here by Northern Tier. TNT able to hold it. Creating with space and separation. It's taken away once more by McClellan. The whistle will blow as I believe we might have, what do we have? We have any of a number of things. This might be too many players, and it will be, or no, they're going to send a pair of penalties on each side. We'll wait for public address announcer James Huss to make the announcement. There's a signal of a high stick. It was simultaneous. It'll be 5-on-5 play to be made here. Time of those penalties will be 3:17. As the officials will continue their conversation. Natalie Cheney with one penalty for Northern Tier. Center ice face-off. Come back here to the near side. Sylvie Overby. This puck take it back over. Sent down back low. Molly Larson rings it around far side for Tori Thumer. Tries to send it out. It's backhanded to McClellan. Picked up here by the Stars. They try to clear it back out. Here's the announcement of the penalties. It's taken back over once more in space. And for each player for North Tartan and Northern Tier, it'll be 2 minutes for high sticking. Those players will still be sitting for about a minute and a half. It'll be icing that's called here in a face-off. And the Northern Tier defensive zone, 13:07 left to go, period number 3. Coincidental roughings I get. Coincidental slashings I get. It's so rare to see in the game tonight that we have seen many a rarity. It's so rare to see coincidental high sticking, but sure enough, here we are. Coincidental high stickings at Tartan, Oakdale, Minnesota. All the way back through center, the North Tartan TNT regain possession in their own defensive zone. Hedberg will try the far side, try to wrist a shot through that time. Comes back here to the near side. Cleared back out through center as Isaac is weighed off. Nielsen goes D to D back to the far side. Chipped off of Thurmer. She'll send it back in. It's picked up there now as the Stars will continue to roll their defensive zone. Peyton Buckley will enter the contest for the first time tonight. Buckley squared a pass through, creating a chance now as it's intercepted by North Tartan. Folkers into the attacking zone. Duslowa, send it back blue line. Shot through traffic, shot on, save made by Bumgart. Before it's picked up once more by Ashlyn Grady. Nielsen, back here near side, Chloe King. Kling knocked down by Lily Wold. That'll go all the way back to the far side. Kozak sent behind the net. Looking to reset in space now, McKenna Sanders. King picks it up behind the net for Northern Tier. 11:47 left to go, period number 3. All tied 2-2. All 4 of our goals came in the second period. 3 of the 4 came of the short-handed variety. Out of the corner. Continuing to work for it there, trying a free possession back. Yeah, settled in here now, Jaden Kozak. Sent down low, King. King tries to work. Her pocket's picked by Lily Wold. As the TNT try to make this rush back through center effective. Emily Knobloch, as that puck is taken away that time by Kozak. Kozak will send it back in. He's around the end boards. Colshaw, Klein, and King to tie up. King wins it for Northern Tier. Behind, centering pass in front, hits off the stick of Colshaw, Klein. Spun here to the near side, Ellie Volkers. Volkers finds space, 3-on-2 through center. Volkers try the left side. She'll work her way in a centering pass with a loose puck back through space. As now the whistle will blow. Volkers will find her way into the Northern Tier net. And the face-off upcoming with 10:46 left to go in period number 3. Now Volkers try to send that pass again off to the far side. Volkers persistent on the effort, trying to wrestle that free away from Bumgart. Found her way into the back of the net rather than putting the puck into the back of the net. Knobloch sent down behind. This puck can be taken back over here now. Nielsen. Nielsen trying to hold a receiver before it's worked back in. Shot on, save made by Bumgart as the whistle will blow. As that puck in on the leg pad, the goaltender Bumgard, she'll hold on for a face-off. Well, for Bumgard, her second start on the season, her previous start, 28 saves on 30 shots against Buffalo. So far exceeding that tonight, and credit her defense for limiting the quality of opportunities so far, and even two for North Tartan on that same front. There's a collision that's made. Northern Tier once again for the second time this period looking for a penalty call, one that arguably they could have gotten, but the officials on the ice disagree. This puck back down the length of the ice. Caitlin Hackman will pick it up there. Hackman behind, she'll defer Knobloch. Knobloch tries a pass back through space, all the way back through the center. Natalie Cheney will pick it up there. Cheney across the red line. Off the stick of Knobloch, past the goaltender James to the corner. Knobloch on the backhand. Back to the far side, Hackman will try to send it back out, but it's held in once more here by McKenna Sanders. Lily Wold started the scoring tonight for North Tartan, the TNT. Wold tries the right side. Wold working in, beautiful tip out in front by Maddie McClellan, but never made the opportunity past the goaltender Bumgard. Kaylee Sachs shot off the end boards. A loose puck here to the near side, McKenna Sanders. Taylor Kozak, long pass is looking for Carlston. It's too far past her. It's picked up here. Ellie Volker's the defensive zone for North Tartan, the TNT. 9:10 remaining here. Regulation time, 2-2 our score. Shots 33-19 in favor of North Tartan, the TNT. An opportunity Phantom. Volkers picks it up out of the corner. Volkers tries to pass through. It's taken back away once more. Overby for the Northern Tier Stars. All the way back through to center. Kaylee Sachs to the near side. Coleshaw Klein into the attacking zone. Coleshaw Klein, a puck back through into the skates, picked off and taken away here now. Molly Larson. Coleshaw Klein intercepts the her defensive zone, blue line. Natalie Cheney here to the near side and sent in by Molly Larson as it's rung around. Goaltender Nicole James will watch it behind her. Coleshaw Klein in a battle. She'll go head-to-head that time with the last goal scorer for Northern Tier, Jaden Kozak. 2-on-1 now for the TNT. As that pass out in front doesn't find the receiver, Maddie McClellan. Lily Wold. Puck intercepted here, Natalie Cheney. Still in the attacking zone for the TNT. Back through, play made by the goaltender. Second chance, lifted high over the net. As Bumgard sent it right onto the stick. That time on McClellan, but McClellan unable to put it on. Shot through space, shot through, blocked out in front that time. Second chance, third, score! Emily Knobloch, her team leading fifth. It's 3-2 TNT. Now on the first high danger, truly chance for North Tartan. Bumgard made the first save, made the second. You see the pads down, the sticks down, but Knobloch going right to the net, lifts it underneath, just barely the stick. Oh, the goaltender Bumgard as North Tartan takes their first lead of the contest. Now 3 unanswered to lead here by a score of 3-2. A lot of time left for the Stars as they look to pull even. Out of the corner. Spinning back. Taken back over by North Tartan. They try to clear the zone. As this time the puck will hit into the netting. There's 7:16 left to go. Regulation time. 3-2 North Tartan. What's at stake here? TNT looking for their first win since their season opener. They've dropped their third straight games since their last time out. Mentioned the big story point so far for the TNT. 4 goals scored in their last 3 played. Well, the scoring struggles have stopped for North Tartan tonight. 3 goals in 3 periods. The offense has started to find success again for the TNT. Back behind the net, Olivia Nielsen. Sends it back to the far side. Stars trying to get to it first, but a fine pinch made by Wold. Shot on, saved by Bumgard. She'll hold on for a face-off in the defensive zone. 6:47 left to go. Period number 3, 3-2. TNT in front, 37-20. Our score. Our next opportunity to cover girls high school hockey in the state of Minnesota, that'll be the 13th of December when Roseville Matamini will take on the White Bear Lake Bears at White Bear Sports Garden. Second chance through, and the whistle will blow. North Tartan thought that they had the goal. Bumgard thought she had it in her net. She just picked the puck out of the back of the net with the blocker. And perhaps Seth Zabel will be able to give us some elucidation as to whether this puck was in the back of the net or not. Face off to the right of the goaltender Bumgart. Now the conversation continues. We'll see if they'll put additional time on the clock. There's a conversation between the score clock operator and James Huss, on the left side of the screen. What do we have here? So the conversation has concluded. The officials return to their respective spots with 6:39 left to go in regulation time. Sent back down. Wold trying to pass back out in front for Knobloch. Knobloch tries to center. She'll send it back behind. Stars looking to break out. Kennedy Cusick. Cusick long in space. Into the attacking zone. Trying a shot through, but Knobloch hits it off of her stick. That puck loose off the end boards. Rung to the far side. It's picked up there by the Stars of Northern Tier. Taking behind, Kennedy Cusick, shot on. Save made by Nicole James. On the near side. North Tartan tries to chip it back out. They'll tie up here into their defensive zone blue line. As backhanded out by Lily Wold. It's intercepted here by Northern Tier back in space. Into the attacking zone attempted was Natalie Cheney, but she's deferred for her efforts. It's gloved down, well played. That time before taken away by Elena Hedberg. Hedberg around for North Tartan. She'll try the right side. She's taken to the boards. And for the first time this period, North Tartan fans feel as though they deserve a penalty. One that, again, I would agree with. Back here to the near side. Puck high into the air. Does not hit the rafters here at Tartan Arena. And Northern Tier will reset. McKenna Sanders goes to the near side for Cheney. Chip back out and further along now. Back through neutral ice. Up the glass. Whistle will blow. The arm of the referee is up. This puck will find its way into the net, but with the arm of the referee up, the whistle blown, a slashing minor that will be called as Taylor Kozak will head to the penalty box as she picks up her 6th penalty minute of the season. Now an opportunity here for TNT of North Tartan to add to a 3-2 lead. And again, it's comical to say, but we've seen 4 goals through 2 periods. Now we have a additional 5-on-5 goal, but coming to this period, as teams combined 0 for 6 in the power play so far, but more successful in the penalty kill. Truly, 3 of 6 teams on the penalty kill, not the power play so far here tonight. So perhaps chance for Northern Tier. Wold out of the corner. He's got a goal tonight for North Tartan. Full shot, Klein tried to send it lower. Wold able to hold it before it's sent back down low further, all the way back to the far side. Ellie Volkers. Send it back down and low. Picked up there by Northern Tiers. Nielsen tries to clear the zone. Back with space and speed. Molly Larson. Larson on a 2-on-2. Larson trying to cut it back, but a fine stick check pass. The outstretched leg on Nicole James. Almost our 5th goal here with a man advantage one way or the other. What a flourish there. Full shot Klein. She'll try the left side. Back into pass through. Shot on. Saved by Bumgart. Back to the blue line. Shot lofted high over the net of Northern Tier. Taking it back behind. 54 seconds remaining of power play time. This puck sent back to the far side corner. Ellie Volkers. Back behind. Wold. Wold near side. Full shot. Klein on the give and show go. Shot through. Bumgart will steer it down the length of the ice. With 40 seconds remaining on the North Tartan power play. Kaylee Sachs whistle will blow. Offsides is called. It'll be a face-off at neutral ice. 36 seconds remaining on the power play for North Tartan, the TNT, with a 3-2 lead for North Tartan. North Tartan, a team that's been co-opted since memory serves the 2016-17 season. Tartan boys team Previously been solo, but now they too co-opting with North St. Paul High School. After the Polars of North St. Paul had co-opted with De La Salle Minnehaha Academy, a number of teams before. Shot from a long way out, blocker save made by Bumgar. 19 seconds left remaining on the power play time for the North Tartan TNT. Taken back out, flung down the length of the ice. That will effectively end the power play. These teams again combined on the power play tonight, 0 for 7, but yet 3 for 7 in terms of scoring opportunities on the penalty kill. Stars back to full strength. With space, Sanders. Sanders will send it down and low. Getting picked up there. First by Chloe King. King behind the net. A pass through out in front. Was looking for the redirection. Comes back here to the near side. Haley Knobloch backhanded out through center. TNT looking to weather the storm. Stars thrusting forward. Cheney a shot high. Back out to the far side. Maddie McClellan picks it up at neutral ice. McClellan into the attacking zone with space. Fine play made by Sanders. McClellan backhanded. Picked up here now, Chloe King. She started the scoring for the Stars of Northern Tier. King with space. To the right side, is able to find Carlson. Shot through, backhanded chance. They can't connect. Donna, another chance off the stick of McClellan. 2:22 left to go. We'll keep an eye on the goaltender Bumgart too, and she to the bench. Remy DeHaan. Shot through, loose puck out in front. It's picked up here by McClellan. She'll backhand it down the length of the ice. The arm of the linesman is up as that puck will have the distance. Icing will be called. 2:08 left to go. Period number 3 in a 3-2 North Tartan lead. So North Tartan will take their timeout, and a wise decision on that timeout. Off the icing again, just to settle your team down. Take a lead here, 3-2 off of Emily Knobloch's goal, shorthanded early on. See on your screen the coaching staff for North Tartan, the TNT choosing to simply take the timeout just to settle the players down, settle them down, make sure they're ready to weather this last 2 minutes or so of time here left in regulation time. North Tartan looking for win number 2 on the season. Northern Tier looking to avoid loss number 2 on the season. It's a streak of 3 in a row lost by North Tartan. And the Stars of Northern Tier, they've split their last 2, but they've been great in their last 2. Conceding just 4 goals while scoring 4 on their own right. Coming into this one here tonight. Great stretch of play tonight between these two teams. Josh Kozak on the left. Head coach of North Tartan on your right. Number of MIAC connections for the North Tartan TNT, not just with Coleshaw Klein, but the coaching staffs for the last handful of years for North Tartan TNT. The Polar on the right shoulder. Titan T with a lightning bolt on the left. The face-off will be to the right to the goaltender, Nicole James. 20 saves on 22 shots flung her way by Northern Tier. And on this Tuesday evening, the 28th of November, 2023. Face-off won by the TNT. Trying to corral it there. Held in still by Northern Tier. Whistle will blow as, what do we have here? I believe the puck was saved by the goaltender, James, the official. Went to the net immediately. There'll be another face-off. The net is empty on the other side of the ice for Northern Tier as they skate with the extra attacker now down by 1 with 2 minutes left to go. Face-off 1, shot through, trying the glove of James as it doesn't hit the target. Chip back out. Try to go forward here, back through neutral space. Taking back over to the right side. Molly Larson into the attacking zone. Larson will ring behind. Larson hits off the stick that time. Possession still held by the Stars. Backhanded further for Cheney. Cheney has it come back out through the center. They'll reset back here to the near side. Stars are onside. They'll dump it in with 1:30 left to go. Kaylee Sachs back through the center as play is ruled to be onside by the linesman and then comes back out through center. Allie Revak. Revak working in. She's tripped up. Puck will be touched. Whistle will blow. It'll be time for North Tartan. And the Stars just about faded out here in Oakdale tonight. Ellie Revak has an assist on the season through 4 games played, was looking for her first goal of the season. Tried to create a great opportunity. One of the captains for the Stars of Northern Tier, Ariel Karsten. See all the space at Revak as Baumgart will return to the net. And I don't know, it's a tough one there. As you could argue, certainly that Revak stopped moving her feet, but again, why should she in that moment? Now a chance on the short-handed bit. Here's an opportunity for Northern Tier. Brooklyn Carlston. Carlston in. Save made by Nicole James. Well, Nicole James, not much emotion on her face there. As Brooklyn Carlston looking to tie the game up short-handed. Sent a shot on low, looking for the 5-hole chance, but not much doing there. Off to the far side, Emily Knobloch. Cleared back to center, Cheney. Here to the near side, net back empty once again for Northern Tier. That should be another short-handed goal. It'll be the 4th of the season, should Northern Tier be able to tie it. This back down the length of the ice. Interestingly enough, it'd be power play time. A power play goal for North Tartan should they be able to put the empty net here. Hedberg. Too far out of the corner. Backhanded behind that time by Sanders to the left side for Kozak. Kozak denied. Going the puck afforded and in! Score! It's a power play tally, the first of the night. North Tartan takes a 4-2 lead. Now, Elena Hedberg will be first to the line. And wow, what a redirection. Out in front by Hedberg. Seemingly a harmless centering pass. The first power play tally of the night. It's now 1 for 8 on these teams in the power play tonight. Hedberg picks up her first tonight, her 3rd of the season. As that'll seal victory, their first time in 4 contests. And North Tartan will find victory. Hedberg picked it back up to try to backhand it in that time of Alaska with an extra effort on. And 4 unanswered goals tonight by the North Tartan TNT as they defeat the Stars of Northern Tier by a final score of 4-2. Shots on goal ended. They favored Tartan North early. Started to come back a little bit towards the middle as Northern Tier carried that second period of play before North Tartan continued to surge in period number 3, 42-24. The final shots on goal here through 51 minutes of play in regulation time. So Tartan North victorious by a final score of 4-2 over the Stars of Northern Tier. TNT will now advance to 2-3 on the season with a very Metro East Conference schedule coming up in the not too distant future. Well, we want to thank you for viewing tonight's broadcast of North Tartan TNT Girls Hockey and Tartan Area High School Athletics. Not really Tartan area, but Tartan High School Athletics on Suburban Community Channels TV 19. We want to say thank you, of course, to our camera operators here tonight. We want to say thank you to Seth Zabel, Chris Stoltzman, and Clayton Johnson. Our production crew in the truck, director, stats, graphics, and production, David Schuyler, and for replay and audio, Marlon Becker. For our entire production crew here at Tartan Arena in Oakdale, Minnesota, 4-2 our final as 3 shorthanded goals. Not enough to decide a victor here tonight. It's 4-2 the final. I'm Alex Weston here on your home for Tartan High School Athletics and TNT Girls Hockey. Here on your home for the Tartan Titans SCC Community Channel TV 19.